Well, greetings, friends, and welcome to BBP. Now, recently we talked about the principles necessary to build a vibrant prayer life. But there's one aspect of prayer that we didn't consider. Sometimes the answer to our prayers is no. I hate when that happens. No one likes to take no for an answer. And regardless of our age, it seems like it never gets easier to hear that word. But there is a difference between age and maturity. And nothing helps us grow spiritually mature more than surrendering our plans, our desires, and our answers to God's answers. Even when that answer is no, and even when we've been praying for something a long time. But the more we get to know God, the more we see that He knows what's best for our lives. And this is a big part of spiritual maturity. In the Old Testament, the prophet Jeremiah prayed fervently for the people of Israel to repent before God brought judgment on their nation. After so many years, it was apparent that Jeremiah wasn't going to get the answer he wanted. So what did he do? Well, after crying and praying about it for so long, he submitted to God's answer. And that submission gave him a peace that enabled him to compose a beautiful truth about God's sovereignty. In Lamentations chapter 3, he tells us that God is faithful to us even when the answer to our prayers isn't what we wanted. He says this, "Through the Lord's mercies we are not consumed, for His compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." He goes on to paint a perfect picture of that submission in verse 29. "Let him put his mouth in the dust," that's submission. "There may yet be hope." Is your heart aching over a request that God answered with a resounding no? Then let me encourage you here today that if God says no to something you asked for, it's because He has something better in mind that you never could have imagined. I've seen this play out in my life time and time again. So many things I've prayed for, I'm glad I didn't get them. I'm glad the answer was no, because what He had in store, so much better than anything I could have dreamed of. And that's what Jeremiah means when he says there may yet be hope. That hope is the promise of God's answers to our prayers when we put our trust in Him. So that's my encouragement for you today. Commit your ways to the Lord and trust His answers for your prayers. Well, thank you for joining me here today. I want you to know that everybody who comments on these videos, everyone who sends in prayer requests, everyone who watches, I'm praying for you every day. So let me know if there's something I can pray for you about. Thank you, and keep your eyes on Jesus, not on your troubles.